once, dragons and men coexisted. They shared a peace forged in wisdom. Peace that lasted many generations. All that was lost when mankind disrupted this balance in a sudden onslaught. Man fought dragon in a savage war that shook the foundations of their world. This war was called the Scouring. In the distant past, on the continent of Elibe, the dragon tribe shared the land with humankind, living separately but in peace. For reasons lost to time, however, this was slated to change, as humanity declared war on the dragons. This war was the largest the world had seen up till this point, with the goal of both sides being to utterly wipe out the other. Every dragon tribe partook in this war, barring the divine dragons, who decided to remain neutral throughout the conflict. This war, better known as the Scouring, lasted for generations. At first, the dragons held the upper hand, holding every possible natural advantage over the humans, save for one: the speed at which they would reproduce. The dragons, desperate to gain the upper hand, pleaded with the divine dragons for help. They hoped the divine dragons would offer one of their own to transform into a demon dragon, a corrupted divine dragon capable of producing swarms of artificial soldiers known as war dragons. The divine dragons refused, fleeing to avoid further conflict, but a lone girl was left behind and captured by the dragons. Through some unknown means, the dragons transformed this girl, known by the name Idun, into a demon dragon for the sake of winning the war and ensuring dragonkind's survival. When the young girl refused to obey the orders of her captors, the leader of the dragons destroyed her soul so that she would have no will of her own and kept her in their temple as a husk, merely existing to create war dragons. With the demon dragon at their command, the dragons' morale soared upwards and they regained the upper hand in the war. Dark horizon loomed over humanity's future until mankind combined their might to forge the divine weapons. These 8 weapons, as well as the even more powerful binding blade, were each infused with a special power to destroy nearly any kind of dragon, and led humanity back on the path to victory in the hands of the 8 legends chosen to wield them. Athos, the Archsage, wielded Forblaze, the infernal element. Bramamond, the Enigma, wielded Apocalypse, the silencing darkness. The Berserker Durban wielded Armads, the thundering axe. Elibe, the Saint, wielded Aureola, the supreme light. Hanon, the Horseman, wielded Mulagir, the Gale bow. The Knight Berrigan wielded Maltet, the icy spear. Champion Roland wielded Durandal, the blazing sword. And finally, Hartmut the hero wielded Ekisax and the all-powerful binding blade. While these weapons and those who wielded them were powerful, there were unexpected consequences to their creation that neither side could have prepared for. Between the power of the weapons and the dragons they were used against, the laws of physics were bent, causing severe erratic disruptions in the seasonal changes of the world's climate, and horribly imbalancing all of Elibe as a result. In a catastrophe known as the Ending Winter, nature balanced the equation by drawing a lot of power out of the universe itself, making it difficult for the dragons to maintain their large forms. This, of course, was great news for humanity, so they paid little heed to the situation at the time, using the ending winter as a chance to finish the war. The dragons, forced to seal their power into dragon stones and take on weaker humanoid forms to survive, were swiftly killed in great numbers. Eventually, humanity fought their way to the dragon's final stronghold, the Dragon Temple, where the leader of the dragons, along with most of their followers, were slain by the Eight Legends. However, when Hartmut, leader of the Eight Legends, reached the temple's center, he was shocked to find a sad little girl staring blankly at him, with no orders to follow due to the death of the dragon's leader. Idun, reacting to the presence of Hartmut and the others, transformed into the demon dragon to repel the invaders and was subsequently defeated. But as Hartmut stood over her, having heard rumors of the tragedy that had befallen Idun, he found himself unable to kill her. Instead, he used the power of the Binding Blade to seal her away in order to spare her life. With their leader fallen, most of the dragons retreated through the Dragon's Gate to find a new world to live in, free from the effects of the ending winter. Most of the dragons who chose to remain on the continent were found and killed, with the exception of those who lived in Arcadia, a village in the Nabata Desert, founded by the Divine Dragons, where humans and dragons lived together in harmony. Sometime after the war, humanity discovered that the power of the divine weapons had caused the calamity known as the ending winter. Fearing the weapons may end the world entirely, each hero hid away their weapons as they left to found their respective nations on Elibe. Humanity blamed the ending winter on the dragons they fought, and with the weapons sealed, peace returned to Elibe for many generations. Thank you so much for watching this Fire Emblem lore deep dive. If you enjoyed this video, check out one of the other videos on my channel. I primarily create short-form content on the many playable characters of the franchise. If you like what you see, feel free to like and subscribe along the way. Have a great rest of your day.